Good day. I am Dr. Shubhashander from Institute for Public Health, and I'm here to present on prevalence of dementia and quality of life of caregivers of people living with dementia in Malaysia. As we know, dementia is a chronic degenerative disease, and it causes deterioration in memory, impaired thinking, difficulty in comprehension, changes behavior, and most importantly, it also causes loss in ability to perform everyday activities. Now, this causes deterioration in the function of people living with dementia, and it's a major cause of disability. In Malaysia, dementia is one of the leading causes of disability among both males and females aged 80 years and above. So it comes as no surprise as well that dementia is also the fifth leading cause of death globally. The World Health Organization, through the World Health Assembly, adopted dementia as a public health priority. Dementia causes significant physical, psychological, and economic impairment, not only to the individual that is being affected by dementia, but also to their carers, to their family, and to society as a whole. The quality of life of their carers has been a topic of great interest in recent years. Thus, the objective of this study is to determine the prevalence of dementia and also to look at the factors associated with the quality of life of carers of people living with dementia. This study was part of the National and Health Morbidity Survey 2018, and it was carried out as a national survey using stratified random cluster sampling and using a face-to-face interview method, and was carried out across all states and federal territories in Malaysia. We used a validated tool among our respondents to screen for dementia. A total of over 3,700 individuals were interviewed as part of this survey. In this study, we found that the prevalence of dementia in Malaysia to be 8.5%. This is consistent with global estimates, which report between 5 to 8%, and it's also fairly similar to other regional estimates that has been reported. When we look at the prevalence by socio-demographic characteristics, we find that the prevalence of dementia, being a degenerative disease, increases with age. Prevalence of dementia was found to be 33%, or rather 1/3 of those who are aged 80 years and above in Malaysia suffer from dementia. It was also found to be slightly higher among females compared to males, and there is a significant difference based on the education level. Those with lower education were found to have a prevalence of dementia of 22% compared to those with tertiary education with a prevalence of 0.8%. Dementia was also found to be higher in the rural areas compared to the urban areas. When we looked at the carers for dementia, we found that the quality of life of those carers who are living with people with dementia is significantly lower compared to the quality of life of those carers who are living with people without dementia. A further linear regression analysis was carried out to determine the factors associated with the quality of life for carers of people living with dementia. We found that those of Chinese ethnicity compared to those of Malay ethnicity had a significantly lower quality of life. Those who were living in rural areas compared to urban areas had a significantly lower quality of life. And the most important and the largest contributing factor we found for the quality of life of carers to be low social support compared to those who had high social support. Taking the findings of this study, first and foremost, we need to understand that the prevalence of dementia in Malaysia is a significant problem and is on the high side at 8.5%. We must keep in mind that Malaysia is an aging population, whereby we expect about 14.5% of the Malaysian population to be aged 65 years and above come year 2040. What we need now is a comprehensive national strategic plan in dealing with dementia. The three major domains that we need to take into account is policy, service delivery, and also information and research. Dementia must be made into a public health and a public policy priority by the Ministry of Health. It also needs to be adapted by other agencies where we need to prepare for an increasing prevalence of dementia, especially among the elderly in Malaysia. We need to also implement now the legislative framework to protect those living with dementia. On the service delivery aspect, dementia diagnosis, treatment, cure, and support needs to be given priority. We need to look at not only at those living with dementia, but also have these services available for those carers in order to educate them, to prepare them, and even provide respite care for the carers of people living with dementia. We need to have these systems in place, and we need to have it not integrated with our social health system and move from a hospital-based system to a more social-based system to cater to the needs of the population. Furthermore, on information and research, we need to look at the prevention, treatment, cure, and the care for people of living with dementia through research and innovation. We need to look at information technology resources in order to provide the best care, not only for those who are living with dementia, but also to their carers. On information and research, we need to look at research and innovation for us to treat, for us to care, for us to provide support for those who are living with dementia, and find innovative ways using information and technology to support not only those living with dementia, but also to their carers. Information system needs to be built for us to develop a surveillance system and have a national database of those living with dementia, and also move towards a risk reduction approach to identify those risk factors related with dementia, risk factors for the carers, and also have these modifiable risk factors addressed as far as possible. The further information on this paper, on this study, has been published in a paper in Geriatrics and Gerontology, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank my co-authors for this body of work. If there is anyone who's interested and want further information on this, feel free to contact me on the information below. Thank you.